Yes guys, welcome back to Hair System DIY, your go-to place for advice, tips, tutorials, success stories. You want it, you can find it on this channel. If you're interested in wearing the hair system that I've got, check out LaVividHair.com. Get yourself that 15% discount. It's Adam15. It's a thin skin. It's a poly 0.04 to 0.06. It's super comfy and I'm expecting to get a good few months out of it. So today I'm going to give you my top 3 tips to get as long as possible out of your hair system. So let's dive into this together. So my first tip is go with a thicker base. Go with a thicker base. It doesn't matter if it's poly, it doesn't matter if it's lace or even monofilament, just go thicker because the thicker ones, they're more robust, they last longer. So to give you a couple of examples, I'm going to start with the comfier ones and then we're going to sort of work our way backwards to the even more robust ones, but slightly more uncomfortable and itchy. So a French lace, you should be expecting to get about 3 to 4, even 5 months out of a good French lace. Swiss lace, not such a great idea if you're looking to make your system last longer. They're quite fine. They generally last about 1 to 2 months, 3 if you're super lucky. So I'd say probably go for a French lace. There's also German laces available. The one caveat I'd add with German lace is it's harder to find. There's not that many vendors that sell German lace. French is probably your best bet in that respect. It's actually more comfy than a German lace as well, although it doesn't last quite as long. If you're considering a poly and you want your poly to last longer, I wouldn't go any base thinner than a 0.08 millimeters. Ones that are thinner than that, so we're looking at our ultra thin skins, which are 0.2 to 0.3, or even a 0.04 to 0.06, which is the one that I'm wearing. I think I said 0.2 in the first one. I meant 0.02 to 0.03. There's a lot of zeros and numbers in this video, guys. But beyond the sort of 0.08 to the 1 millimeters, you should be expecting to get about 4, 5, maybe even 6 months out of those kind of systems. You want to make sure that when you're purchasing a poly that's of that thickness, make sure that it's knotted in the base. You don't want V-loops because V-loops do come out easier. I think it's fine if you have V-loops at the front because it does give a more natural appearance, but if the base is knotted, it means the hair is harder to come out and it's just going to last longer. So that is my first tip, go thicker with the base. So tip 2 is get a good quality leave-in conditioner and don't use it daily, use it twice daily if you can. If your budget can stretch that far, I'd use it twice daily. I just use argan oil. I use it in a dropper. You can get it on Amazon. I'm going to whack this in the description box below so you can check that out if you so wish. There's plenty of good leave-in conditioners out there. Even better if you can get a UV protecting one, because as I've explained in other videos, oxidization is a thing with hair systems. It can give your hair brassy tones if you're in the sun too much or if you use a hair dryer too much. So again, leave-in conditioner, getting a good quality one and using it twice daily. The best leave-in conditioner I've found is argan oil. As I said, I use it in a dropper. You can get it in sprays as well if you find that more convenient. This is super, super important, guys. It keeps the hair supple. It keeps it nourished. We need to remember that this hair system hair, it's not alive anymore and it doesn't have a cuticle to protect it. So we need to protect ourselves manually, and that's where leave-in conditioner is so, so important. Tip 3 is don't shampoo more than twice a week. Shampoo is one of those things which, yes, it's important to keep our hair clean, but it also constrict the hair and have its own oxidizing effect, its own drying effect on the hair, especially if it contains any sort of alcohol in it. When I first started wearing my systems, I was shampooing it pretty much every other day, and I kept wondering, why is this system drying out so fast? Why am I getting through so many systems? And it's because I was shampooing it too much, and that was drying out the hair on the hair system. So this is really, really, really important to consider. You don't need to shampoo every other day. You don't need to shampoo every week, but every 2 weeks you can shampoo it. I wouldn't generally advise using styling products in your system, because that probably would mean you'd need to shampoo more often, and we don't really want to be doing that too much. So I'd say keep it at 2 weeks. In terms of the shampoo itself, try and find one which is sulfate free, and try and find one which is free of alcohol, because these are things that dry out a system. So if we can avoid those, we can prolong the life of our system and save ourselves money in the meantime. Now, a little bonus tip for you guys who have stuck through till the end, and that is, don't stay in the sun too much. And if you need to be in the sun a lot, try and wear some protection in the form of a cap, a beanie, anything like that. Our hair systems, when they're in the sun for too long, they can oxidize, they can start forming brassy sort of tones. It can appear quite gingerish, especially with my hair color, which is a 7. If we can protect our hair from the sun as much as possible, and I know this isn't always possible, especially if you're on holiday on the beach, but try and take a cap with you. You don't have to wear it all the time, but wearing it 50% of the time rather than 0% of the time is gonna make your system last longer, and it's going to prolong the natural colour within your hair system, so it better matches your bio hair for a longer period of time. And one final bonus tip is get yourself a really good quality deep conditioning serum. So I use silicone bamboo. It's pretty affordable. You can get it on Amazon for under £10. It comes in a nice big tub. I use that about once every 2 weeks. Sometimes I can stretch it to every 3 weeks, and I usually leave it on for anywhere between 1 to 2 hours when I remove my system and clean it. Or sometimes I just leave it on overnight, but it locks in that moisture into our system. Again, it prevents that dryness from progressing in our system, and it can give us more time with the system itself. So again, that's a really important thing if your budget can stretch that far. I hope you found that video helpful, guys. Please, if you're enjoying my content, join the tribe, whack that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do make new videos. I'm aiming to do about 1 a week. Might stretch to 1 every 2 weeks. Life is busy at the moment, but I really enjoy creating content for you guys. Please hit that like, thumbs up if you so wish to. You don't have to. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed tuning in, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care for now.